21-week-old baby doing exercise in her mother's belly? Let's see about that. When my girl was 3, she said, "Mommy, I remember when I could hear you, but I couldn't see you. I couldn't stand up, and everything was pink." She remembered. Yes indeed. Really? It's amazing. That's not physically possible. People don't develop memory until after 2 years. Quit the BS. Plus, it's pitch black in there. Excuse me, how would you know? Do you remember? All right then, for all you know, it is pink in there. Okay, buddy, so calm down before you fact check everybody. I can already see that's exactly how that next comment went. When in reality, we all know kids say stuff, and this kid has absolutely no memory of being in their mother's womb. What's going on, Modern Chodes? It's your boy Long Nail, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot posts from r/QuitYourBS. Let's get into it. There hasn't been a listeria case in almost 15 years. The chances are very low. Where did you read that? My friend works at clinical research for things like this, but you can also look it up. Googled it, and it says 1,600 cases a year in the States, about 200 being pregnant women. Ah, yes, when in doubt, always turn to the Facebook mom groups for the best, most fact-checked info. These groups spread so much misinformation, that it's mind-blowing. I mean, guys, there's plenty of great stuff to be learned on Google and any other sources. But please, make sure that it's factual before you just go spouting it out to all of your groups on Facebook as if it's fact, when you have no idea if somebody made that article completely up or, I don't know, picked and choose stuff from research articles. So please, just do your research before spreading misinformation. It'll benefit us all. Ouch, it ran away after 2 balls. An 83-36 RE. Go phase 2. This hurts, man. You gotta go Mount Silver and get this guy. Wow, stealing and repost my entry from 1 month ago. Not good, dude. I reported the post. Thanks for pointing this out. I contacted a moderator too. Thanks for the report. Dude, come on, man. I mean, this is so blatant, obvious stealing, and then you don't even have the dignity to, when you get called out, take down the post. Dude, just take down the post or give the guy his credit where credit's due. It's really simple. At Nicole Byer is filming in my neighborhood, and my daughter is spending all her 12-year-old energy trying to figure out how to accidentally bump into her. What am I filming? 'Cause I've been home doing nothing. Okay, but what if the story here is actually the person did see who they thought was Nicole Byer out recording, but really the BSer is this fake Nicole Byer? Dun dun dun, how the turns have tabled. Ruben Diaz is the best center back in the Premier League, by a long way, says Jamie Carragher, and he insists the Manchester City star is better than Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk, as he hails him as a new breed of defender. Okay, can you direct me to a quote where I say that you've put in the headline? I'm a big fan of Diaz, POTY for me, but saying he's the best defender in the PL by a long way is obviously linked to a certain defender being out for the season. Plenty of hits, I'm sure. Nope, you'll never see that. They intentionally are misleading their readers, which happens all the time and shouldn't shock anybody at this point, because they're just going to go, oh, I mean, technically he did say that, but they're leaving out the context in which he said it. This is something that the mom groups would pick up and spread around like wildfire, because they just cherry pick little bits and pieces from stuff people said or articles, and they run with it without any accountability whatsoever, and letting the people know, oh, he actually only said this because of this. I hate being awake all nights, all weeks, 7 weeks, and more and less. Jesus, dude, we know you're lying. Okay, 5 weeks, not a lie. Still lie. Nope. So you're telling me you were able to stay awake longer than the world record 11 days when he constantly had to drink coffee, yet you are completely normal and not tired at school? definitely not a lie. I'm always tired. You can't just always see it. I mean, in like having baggy eyes, talking with a weak voice, literally any sign of being tired. Yeah, you can see it. And this dude is just straight up lying. He literally wouldn't be alive anymore if this was the case. Let alone all the news stories he'd have. I mean, 7 weeks. You know how much studies they would want to do on this guy? That would be so mind-blowing. We all have a buddy like this that just completely exaggerates every single little story to the point where you're like, I'm not even going to call it out anymore. So you just take everything they say with a grain of salt, and they think they're getting away with it. But deep down, you know, all right, dude, there's like one little bit of truth in here. Like maybe this dude stayed awake for 30 hours, and he's like, dude, I stayed awake for 30 whole days. Okay, man, yeah, we all believe you. This took 2 years to film. The tracking shot was filmed over a few hours at most. The plants are real, but digitally added to the tracking shot. They filmed time lapses of plants growing in a blue screen studio over several months, then another few plants for the next few months, and others for a few months. The rest of the time was combining the blue screen plants with the tracking shot. It's impressive as heck from a filmmaking POV, but someone is going to read the post title and think this is a 2-year time lapse. It's not. Ho ho ho. It is, dude. You don't even know. You're just saying stuff. I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about, but for all we know, this really is a 2-year time lapse with no cuts, nothing. Yeah, sure it is. Dude, I mean, I'm sure this wasn't even intentionally super misleading. I don't see why it would be. I mean, maybe for the upvotes, but still, just, you don't have to say all this, but say, oh, here's clips that were taken over the last 2 years that we compiled into a 30-second time lapse. And nobody would give you a hard time about it. My dog tore up his paws on a hike, and my friend drove to the hiking trail, hiked out to find us, and carried him the whole way out. Gross. Reposts are one thing, but claiming it's your experience is just pathetic. Boo, OP. Boo is right. I mean, dude, there's so many things that you could jack, and this is definitely not one of them. Actually, there probably isn't that many things that you could jack. I mean, there's everything you could, but probably nothing you should. You get my drift? I mean, dude, you could have just shared this and said, oh, it's an inspiring story, I felt like sharing it, and I'm sure equally as many people would have upvoted it, if not more, because there's probably a lot of people who click this post, upvote, and then they go, oh, let's look at the comments, find out you're lying, and now that upvote turns into a downvote instantly. Just do yourself a favor, do us all a favor, and don't lie. All right, Mutter Chodes, that's it for the hot post from r/QuitYourBS. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And of course, share this video with your friends. And if you want to help support the channel for free, anytime you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just click the link in the description down below. Do your shopping as regular. It won't cost you anything extra, and it'll help support the channel. So I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, peace.